Have you ever heard of a garden so magnificent, so legendary, that it's considered one of the seven wonders of the ancient world? A paradise of lush greenery built in the middle of a desert. Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the story of the legendary Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Picture this, it's around 600 BCE, in the heart of the mighty Mesopotamian Empire. The powerful King Nebuchadnezzar II is on the throne, his city of Babylon a marvel of architecture and power. But legend tells us his heart was troubled by his beloved queen Amytis. She came from the green, mountainous land of Media, and the flat, sun-baked landscape of Mesopotamia left her feeling deeply homesick. To ease her sorrow and bring a piece of her homeland to her, the king commanded the creation of something truly extraordinary, not just a garden, but a mountain of life rising from the desert floor. This was the birth of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Imagine a series of tiered terraces, like a man-made ziggurat, covered in a breathtaking cascade of trees, shrubs, and flowers from all over the known world. It would have been an incredible sight, a green oasis shimmering against the dusty backdrop of the city. The name hanging is a bit misleading. It doesn't mean they were suspended by ropes. Instead, it likely refers to the way the plants would have draped over the edges of the terraces, creating the illusion of a floating, verdant mountain. But how did they keep this lush paradise alive in the scorching Mesopotamian heat? This is where the true genius of the gardens lies. Ancient writers described a sophisticated and ingenious irrigation system. It's believed that a complex chain pump, or perhaps an Archimedes screw, was used to continuously lift water from the nearby Euphrates River. This water would then flow down through channels, watering each level of the garden, a constant lifeblood that defied the harsh climate. This feat of engineering was just as wondrous as the garden itself. For centuries, the story of the Hanging Gardens was passed down. Described by Greek and Roman historians like Berassus and Diodorus Siculus. Their writings painted a picture of an unparalleled botanical masterpiece, a testament to a king's love and an empire's power. It secured its place as one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, a list of the most remarkable constructions of classical antiquity. But here's the twist in our story, the part that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. For all the vivid descriptions in ancient texts, we have a major problem. There is no definitive archaeological evidence that the Hanging Gardens ever existed in Babylon. Excavations at the site of ancient Babylon have uncovered palaces, city walls, and temples, but no structure that definitively matches the descriptions of the gardens. Not a single Babylonian text from the time, not even from Nebuchadnezzar's own extensive records of his building projects, mentions this spectacular garden. It's a baffling silence. This lack of evidence has led to several fascinating theories. Some scholars believe the gardens are purely a myth, a romanticized tale created by later writers who were captivated by the idea of an Oriental paradise. Perhaps soldiers returning from Mesopotamia embellished their stories, which grew into a legend over time. Another compelling theory suggests that the gardens did exist, just not in Babylon. Some historians argue that the legend was confused with a well-documented garden built by the Assyrian king Sennacherib. Not in Babylon, but in his capital city of Nineveh, about 300 miles to the north, Sennacherib's. Inscriptions describe a magnificent palace garden with terraces and a complex water-raising system, sounding remarkably similar to the Hanging Gardens. It's possible that over the centuries, as Babylon became the most famous city in Mesopotamia, the story of the garden was mistakenly transferred there. So, what are we to believe? A king's grand gesture of love, a marvel of ancient engineering, a historical case of mistaken identity, or a beautiful, enduring myth. The mystery is part of its magic. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon exist in a space between history and legend, a dream of a green paradise that has captivated the human imagination for thousands of years. Whether they were real or not, they represent a powerful idea, our ability to create beauty and life even in the most unlikely of places. What do you think? Were the Hanging Gardens a real place? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the ancient world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.